Hello all, welcome back to Edgemoon Tutorials. In this video, we shall see how to generate a grammar for a given language. That is, if any language is described, we will be able to write the grammar. Those will be generating the strings that belong to that particular language. So before going to know the strings that are available in the language, let us see few properties of the string as follows: union, concatenation and closure. So union is denoted by a plus symbol and concatenation is denoted by a dot symbol, and again in closure we have two more properties. We look at them. So if a language is containing the string as 0 plus 1, that is union 1, so that the strings that are present in that language are 0 comma 1, and 0.1 indicates the concatenation, which implies the symbol in that language or the string in that language is 0 1. And coming to the first closure property, which is called as clean closure, which is equal to 0 star, it is written as 0 power star. So the symbols in this, the strings that are generated in this type of strings are epsilon, 0, 0 0, 0 0 0 and so on, where epsilon is an empty string, so it denotes that string length is 0 and it has a count of 0, 0 0 and so on. That is, any number of zeros can be generated from that symbol called as 0 power star. And the next closure property is positive closure, which is denoted using 0 power plus. So the strings that are available in that 0 plus is 0, 0 0, 0 0 0 and so on. So the difference between the positive closure and the clean closure is that the positive closure doesn't have an epsilon symbol. It starts with a length at least 1, such that epsilon is not present in positive closure. Now we take an example of a language for generating a grammar. So considering the example, a language L1 where it contains the strings W. So W is starting with 0 1, where sigma is given as 0 comma 1. So that indicates all the strings that belong to L1 language will be starting with 0 and 1, 0 followed by 1, and it contains the symbols called as 0 1. The alphabets are given as 0 and 1. So G1 is the grammar with the production rules, which generates all the strings from the language L1. So that is, all the strings that are generated with starting with 0 and 1. So you can see here generates the symbol 0 1. Then any other strings that are followed, any other symbols that are followed after 0 1 are generated by that variable called A here. So A generates either 0 or 1 any number of times, or it can halt using an epsilon. So this is the grammar for the given language L1. Now for example, we take a string which is in the language L1 and we try to generate that string from the grammar G1. So example, we took a string called W equal to 0 1 1 0, which is starting with the symbols 0 and 1. So initially S tends to 0 1 A is the starting production we took. Now A can be written as 1 A using the second production rule of the variable A. So we get 0 1 1 A because we already generated A is equal to 1 A. Now again, using the first production rule of A equal to 0 A, we can write that as 0 1 1 A. Now finally A can be substituted using epsilon. A can be substituted using epsilon and we can halt that here. So the string that is available is 0 1 1 0. So this is how we generate a string using the grammar for the language L1. Now as a second example, we take another language L2. Now in this, L2 is generating the strings W, where W is ending with 1 0. So previous example is starting with 0 1. Now this is strings ending with 1 0. So G2 is the grammar that is been generating the strings of L2 language. So it is starting with a variable called A, which can generate any number of symbols either 0 or 1. Finally this is going to end with a 1 0. So this is very easy compared to the previous example. So we go with another example. So the next example is a language L3 which contains the strings which are generated like 0 1 whole power n, for sigma is 0 comma 1. That is, if you write the set of strings that are available in this L3, they are equal to 01 01 01 01 01 01 and so on. That is repetition of the same symbols 0 1 and any number of times. And this is the grammar that is generating the strings. G3 is the grammar with production rules S equal to 01s or epsilon, which is generating all the strings that are available in L3. So if you write the strings in the any string, that is if you want to generate a string called 010101 from this grammar, first of all we take s tends to 01s, again s can be generated as 01s again, and again s can be generated as 01s, and finally this can be halted using the production rule called epsilon. So the final string will be 01 01 and 01. So this is what we get. So this is a very simple grammar, and you can observe that this is a regular grammar which is of RLG type. So we go with the one more example which is of another type of grammar, which is called as context free grammar in the next example. So here we go with the next example, the language L4, which is equal to 0 power n and 1 power n, where n is greater than or equal to 0 and the sigma is, that is the symbols alphabets are equal to 0 and 1. So if you write the strings that are generated in this language are, if you just multiply that n equal to 0 1 2 3 and so on, that will be the strings that are generated in that language 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 and so on, that is number of zeros followed by the same number of ones. So that is the strings that are generated using the language L4. So the grammar for this language is given as G4 is the grammar that is generating that language L4. You can clearly see that this is not in the form of LLG or RLG. So this comes under type 2 grammar, what we discussed in the previous video. And here the logic is S is going to generate a 0 and 1 on its left hand side and right hand side. So it will be generating equal number of zeros and ones. So if you take any string like 0 0 0 1 1 1, we see the production rules how it is going to generate that, the G4 how it is going to generate the string 0 0 0 and 1 1 1. So initially we take S equal to 0 S1. Now we generate S equal to 0 S1 again. So this will be 0 0 S1 and 1 again, because this is again generating 0 S1. Again S equal to 0 S1 is again generate this one, the same production rule. So this will be 0 0 0 S 1 1 1. Finally we hold this one using 0 0 0 epsilon 1 1 1. So this will become 0 0 0 1 1 and 1, because epsilon is an empty string, you can ignore that. So this will be the generation of the string using the grammar for the particular language. So this example gives us a context free grammar, because you can observe that the production rule is in the form of type 2 grammar. So we go with one more example. So we go with more complicated grammar. This is 0 power n, 1 power n and 2 power n. So which is generating the strings over the sigma 0 1 2, right? And the strings that are generated here is 0 1 2 0 0 1 1 2 2 0 0 0 1 1 1 2 2 2. So here number of zeros followed by same number of ones and same number of twos again. So in this grammar we'll generate a grammar for this language. So the grammar is given as follows: G5 is equal to, so these are the production rules, and you can observe this grammar, all the left hand side symbols of the production rule are less than or equal to the number of symbols on the right hand side. So this is context sensitive language, or else context sensitive grammar. So if you take a string, you can generate any string, like for example if you take a string 0 0 1 1 and 2 2 in the language. Now we try to generate that using this grammar. So first of all we take the starting production rule S equal to 0 AS2 in the grammar, and now we produce that. We take the next symbol as S, we use this S, we use the production rule again 0 AS2 or else 0 1 2 production rule. We substitute 0 1 2 for S here, so that will be 0 A. We write 0 1 2 for this one using this production rule second one, right? Now we produce A, the production rule A using the symbol, and this one, so A0, completely we use A0 and we substitute A0 using 0A, so that will just swap the two values like A0 to 0A using this production rule, and this will be this one. And finally again we complete A1, the symbols A1 as using this one again, so this will be 0 0, A1 can be replaced as 1 1, and this is 2 2. So that is how we produce the string 0 0 1 1 and 2 2 from the given grammar G5. So we take the last example for this class. So that is the language L6 is equal to 0 power m, 1 power n and 2 power n plus n. So that is the strings in this grammar will be like, in this language will be like number of zeros and followed by any number of ones, and the number of 2's is equal to the sum of the number of zeros and ones. That is, if m equal to 2 and n equal to 3, so the strings that are available are, so if I take m equal to n and n equal to 2, so this is 0 0 0, m equal to 3, and n equal to 2 means it will be 2 ones. So the number of 2's will be the number of zeros plus the number of ones, that will be 5. So that is a string that is generated in that language. And coming to the production rules of this one, so G6 is the grammar that is giving the production rules which generates the language L6. So to check the correctness of these production rules, we try to generate the language, we try to generate the string 0 0 0 1 1 2 2 2 2 2, that is 3 zeros followed by 2 ones, they are followed by 5 2's. So that is a string that is belonging to that language L6. So we try to generate that string using these grammar rules. So initially first we take s equal to 0 s2, the first production rule in s. Again generating the same s with the same production rule, it will be 0 0 s22. After one more step, s has been generated using this production rule. So in this again we try to generate the strings for a. So after generating this a, you get again 1 a2. So you can stop the production rule by substituting a equal to epsilon here. So this will be 0 0 0 1 1 2 2 2 2 and 2. So this is how we generate the grammars for any language and how to generate a string from the given grammar. So in the next class we go with the introduction of finite automata and the types of finite automata. Thank you all.